Mr. Vilas Nayak to address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais and respected teachers and my dear students. Good morning to all of you. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to be here. Namaskara elrige. ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಭಾಳ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಮಠಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೆ ನಾನು. We have heard a lot about, obviously, the kind of social work that Swamiji has done and has been going on for so many decades for now. But this was the first time that I had an opportunity, in fact, to visit here. And I must say it's such a humbling experience to experience the kind of service that is being offered to the humanity here. So first of all, ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದರು ನನಗೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್? ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿವೇಸ್, ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಎರಡು ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಕೂಡ. ಓಕೆ. ನಾನು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗನ್ನು 3ನೇ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Started sketching when I was 3-year-old. I am a self-taught artist, which means I haven't gone to any art school to learn this craft, which obviously makes me believe that it's a God gift. I truly believe that each and every one of us is unique in our own way. It is up to us to identify how unique you are, rather than comparing yourself to someone else. It is very easy. The society also compares us. It starts right from childhood, right? If you are not a top scoring person, if you are not a rank holder, obviously it starts from the family. Maybe, let's say your parents, your teachers, or your classmates also, that look at the other guy, he's scoring 95 out of 100. You should study. However, your talent might be something else. I remember a very famous quote from Albert Einstein, who said, if you compare a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its life thinking it is stupid. Whereas the entire talent of a fish is meant to swim in the ocean, not to climb a tree. So we are unique in our own way. I was very lucky to have found my talent, that I was good in painting when I was 3-year-old itself. My parents, my siblings, my friends and teachers, they all encouraged me to participate in various competitions. So I have been painting for the last 30 plus years now. So whatever you see me doing on stage like a fast painting, it's a practice of 3 decades. People tell me that 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ 30 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದೇವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. If we keep believing that someone else is lucky, we will never get lucky. People sometimes tell me that how lucky you are that you are following your passion, doing what you love, traveling all over the world. But I tell them it is not luck. Luck is when preparation meets an opportunity. You have to be prepared to be able to receive that opportunity. If you are not prepared, you will not get lucky in your life. Alva? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ನಂದು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್. ಐ ಸೇ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ, ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ right from childhood. That was my dream. But I was good in studies. I was rank holder for Mangalore University. I got 7th rank for BA. Then I went to Mysore to do Master of Social Work because all my friends were going to Mysore. During 2000, doing Master of Social Work was a craze. and I just follow the herd, you know. You would do whatever your friends do, you know, majority of us, that's the tendency of all youngsters. That's why I'm sharing my story with you. And again, I was a second rank holder for Master of Social Work in Mysore University. So my dream of becoming an artist didn't realize at that point of time, because parents ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯು ಆರ್ ಅ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್, ನಿನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಜಾಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಗುಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ. So I thought maybe that is right, because I took the advice from all the elders and I started working in Bangalore. I worked for about 6 years as HR. I worked for about 5 years for IBM, one of the most renowned multinational companies in the world, which is 100 plus years of, it has that kind of history. So I was working as a human resource officer for that company. While working, after 6 years, I was enjoying my job. I was again a top performing employee in our company, but there was something missing in my life. I was earning good enough money. I'm sure you all know that once you get a multinational company offer, you will get a good enough package to lead a comfortable life in Bangalore. So I was doing that. I was totally enjoying my life. But once I come back from work, sit and talk to myself, when I was doing that introspection, I think this is very important for all of us youngsters to do some kind of introspection every day. When I was doing that, I realized that, you know, I'm not fulfilling my childhood dream. I might be earning money, I might be having fun, but how about, let's say, fast forward 50 years? I don't want to be a 60 or 70-year-old person and think that I have made enough money, but I didn't follow my passion, or I didn't chase my dream. I don't want to be that person, you know, who didn't take that risk at the right time. So this was during 2009, I was thinking. That point of time, one Kannada reality show happened. All of you know about India's Got Talent, but I was part of another first ever Kannada reality show. It was called Superstar of Karnataka on Suvarna TV. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೋಡಿ, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಜನ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ಬೋದು. ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಆವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ದೇವರಾಜ್ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಉಪೇಂದ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದ್ದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂಗಾರು ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದು, ಆವಾಗ 2000 ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್, ಹಾಂ ಹೌದು. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ, ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಗಣೇಶ್ ಅವರ ಕ್ರೇಜ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರಿಟೀಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶೋ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎವರ್ experience of facing a camera to perform live. Whereas the first time that I performed live ever was during the college day itself, when I was studying in SDM College, Ujire. So I am from Ujire. So when I did a first ever live art performance on a small piece of paper, I took about 15 minutes to complete that painting. It was a huge challenge for me to go on stage to perform. I'll tell you why. Because I was a very introvert student. I was a very introvert kid to start from. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೆಂಟರು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೋವರ್ಟ್. ಲೈಕ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಡೇಸ್, ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ institute celebrating this annual fest, reminds me of an incident. This was an annual day. I was in second BA, and the anchor invited me on stage because I got some prize in a painting competition. I was sitting way back with my friends. I didn't even get up and come on stage to receive the award. Why? Because I was that introvert and I was shy. I didn't want to be kind of, you know, on stage or to be noticed by people or to talk to people. So that kind of personality I had. So imagine for me to do this now, to perform at various events, to sometimes perform at a crowd of over few lakh people. It was a huge transformation for me, you know, to move from that stage to this. So during college days, I did that first ever painting performance that gave me some confidence. So the first time I faced the camera was in 2009-10 when Superstar of Karnataka happened. I was a finalist. So first time ನಾನು ಲೈವ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅಣ್ಣವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜ್ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So I think I remember I took about 7 minutes to do that painting. At that point of time, 2010, I was taking consistently about 8 to 10 minutes to complete a painting. But next year, when India's Got Talent, I wanted to be a part of it. They told me that, we cannot give you more than 3.5 minutes to paint, because on a national television, obviously they will have the time crunch, and you can't telecast for longer time. Every second is important. So I took that as a challenge, and I again started practicing a lot. At this point of time, I was working for IBM. So I remember that at least for 1 year, I didn't shop anything for myself. I was continuously spending over 20,000, I think approximately every month, just to buy paints and canvases. You will see the kind of canvas that I use is a huge, like a 5-foot canvas, which obviously requires a lot of paints and materials, a lot of expenditure. But I had to do that sacrifice. I think to gain something, we have to somewhere make that compromise, that what ultimately you want. So for me, shopping for myself was not that important, but shopping for paints and canvas was most important. I did that, and I practiced for about 1 year, and I managed to cut down the time limit because of continuous practice. And the first time I was on India's Got Talent, the audition round, I don't know how many of you have seen, it was Amjad Khan, Gabbar Singh painting, which I managed to do it in 2.5 minutes. So they gave me a target of 3.5, but I managed to cut it down to 2.5 minutes. While I perform on shows like this, not a television show, of course I take approximately 5 minutes, because I don't want you guys to just finish the show in 2 minutes and go back home. So sometimes I get this crazy kind of request from the organizer saying that, sir, 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೈಕ್, ನಾನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಜನ ನೋಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ that kind of request sometimes I get, but it's fun but India's Got Talent gave me that huge break, what I really wanted. And but I didn't quit my job immediately, because you know that there are a lot of reality show winners, stars, finalists, who are in peak of their career in the first couple of years of the show, and next year there will be someone else, and after that someone else. So what happens to these reality show winners? After a few years, they may or may not be in the news, and they may or may not get enough events or work to sustain their livelihood, right? That's what you guys have also seen, right? ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಹೊಸ ವಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಳೆ ವಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇ ಮರ್ತು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಮೈ elders, they warned me also, saying that don't quit your job, because what if you are not in demand, and if you are not getting enough work after a few years. But I thought, probably this is the right time. I was a bachelor also at that point of time, which also means that, I had less responsibilities of taking care of the family. Of course, I had to take care of my parents and all that. I managed to convince them, and I took a very calculated risk. I think taking risk in life is very important, but it has to be a very calculated risk. My company CEOs also had given me a confidence. They told me that if something goes wrong after 1 year of quitting your job, you can always come back, we will definitely take you. So I thought, let me quit my job, see how it goes for 1 year, and then I will decide the way forward. I think it's very important that we follow our passion, but take our brain along with us. It is not good enough if you just blindly follow your passion. Probably we have to, as I said, every one of us is unique, and we have our own challenges in our life. Our family settings are different, our goals are different. So I did a thorough understanding of my own situation, and I thought the time is right. So in 2011, I quit my job. It was all the more difficult because I will not name the other company, but the same time when I was about to quit my job, I got another offer from another multinational company for 100% hike in the salary. So yeah, it was exactly double the salary offer that I got in another company, very well-known company, multinational company once again. So ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾನು? IBMನಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಇರೋ ಆಫರನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು just leave everything and follow my passion? That was my huge, the contradiction I had in my own mind at that point of time. But after a lot of introspection, I decided to quit my job and reject that offer also. So it's been 9 years, 9.5 years now that I took that decision. And I must say that it's been an amazing. Okay, so it's been an amazing journey. I can only tell you that, I have been literally living my dream every single day. I think that's more important. As I told you earlier, I didn't want to be that old guy thinking later on that I didn't follow my passion. I didn't do what I really wanted to become in my life. I think each one of us has a purpose in life. It is very important to have a purpose in your life, whether it is to do social service, whether it is to become the best ever engineer that you can be, whether it is to become a best singer, a best of an artist that you can be, or a best sports person. Each one of us is unique in our own way. So let's not compare ourselves with anyone. Let's follow our own path and be happy with what we do. I have been very lucky to perform for some of the most renowned personalities with whom I have had an opportunity to meet and to learn. I was just telling Principal Sir that 6 years ago, 6 to 7 years ago, I think, I had an opportunity to meet, to take blessings from and perform for Swamiji himself. So ಅವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. So Shridi Virendra Hegde he was organizing that entire event from the Dharmasthala committee. So I was lucky enough to be there and perform for him. Many other personalities like the great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Dalai Lama, football legend Pele. So all these, of course, and almost all the Bollywood celebrities and almost all the cricketing legends of India. So these kind of opportunities and an opportunity to travel the world. I have traveled 36 countries by now. Sometimes I get to travel. In 2019, in 1 year, I had an opportunity to travel 19 countries in just 1 year. So these kind of opportunities, if I look back 10 years ago, has come to me only and only because I took that calculated risk. I decided to follow my passion. And I think it's very important to do that. It can be anything. I mean, if you want to be a great engineer, please go ahead and put all your effort and heart into that. And I'm sure you will be one. If you want to do something else, please go ahead and, chase your passion. I look forward to create 2 paintings for all of you soon after the formal event is over. You want to see that, right? Nodbeka? Yes, so I look forward to do that. And for now, signing off, thank you so much, especially to the students organizing community who have been in touch with me for the last 3.5 to 4 months to block my dates, to invite me here and to be a part of this event. I think great job done by the entire studenting community. Big round of applause to all of them. Wish you all the best to each and every one of you. I would just like to say that, all of you now have this badge, this, seal that you are from Siddhaganga Institute. So I think you all have a huge responsibility. Just the way I, as a student of SDM College Ujire, still have the responsibility of doing good work and, making sure that ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಂಕ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಓಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧಗಂಗಾ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂದ ಬಂದವರಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತಾರಂತ. ಆ ಥರ ಹೆಸರು ದಶಮಾನಗಳಿಂದ ಇದೆ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹೆಸರು ತರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೊ ಮಚ್.
Really inspiring.